Hello everyone and welcome to the Manifesting House, where we discuss easy, effective methods you'll want to commit to. Today, I have 3 wonderful success stories for you on the topic of changing one's appearance. This is such a fun topic and, in my opinion, is the ultimate test in proving your own power in your life. It can be a challenging project to undergo, making changes to your appearance, because you are constantly facing the reality of the very thing you're trying to alter, your physical appearance. But during the readings of these success stories, you'll hear simple but effective methods that allowed these individuals to naturally achieve their ideals. And without further delay, here are your stories. Before I knew of manifesting, I still had this sense of how inner talk affects your emotional energy. With this in mind, I would try to be positive in my thoughts, which is exactly at the core of this manifestation and of my story. For most of my adult life, I've considered myself quite physically attractive. Though I've thought of myself in this way, I have never really felt sexy. There's a subtle but clear difference between beauty and sex appeal. I think it's a confidence. It's a way of carrying yourself. You can be beautiful but not sexy. You can be sexy but not be the traditionally accepted description of beauty. In fact, your sex appeal could be so overwhelming that it makes others start to accept your look as another description of beauty. But anyways, I'm kind of getting lost in my thoughts. My idea of a woman who is womanly and exudes a kind of sensual energy that I personally love and aspire to emulate is Monica Bellucci. Something I began doing to hype myself up was, I'd say in my head, I am Monica Bellucci. And I'd allow myself to internally feel as though I actually were her, and as though this statement were true. Whenever I would do this, immediately I would feel people respond to me differently, which in my book is a positive result. For people to respond to you as though you are the person you assume you are is physical manifestation. But the more I practiced this mental shift, something else happened. So I was historically very, very thin and a bit more pear-shaped. But gradually, my body began to change. While still quite slender, I've shifted to be more hourglass. I've gotten a bit more bustier to balance out my bottom half, and yet miraculously I haven't gained in my midsection. Noticing these obvious changes, I checked to see if I had any weight changes, and indeed, yes, I did. I gained 5 pounds. Admittedly, that's not a lot, but whatever I gained, though it's not much, it all seemed to go in the right areas. What's funny is, after I began making these mental shifts, I was inspired to get into strength training. For some reason, the training really shaped my upper body, even though I didn't particularly focus there. I'm deeply convinced it was from this affirmation that I changed my body to look more like Monica Bellucci. Like many things, it came about in a very natural way. Again, I admit that the shift was gradual and it wasn't a dramatic change from my general body type, but at my age, most women are gaining belly weight, and here I am morphing into Monica Bellucci at her prime. I would consider that to be a manifestation. This manifestation happened before I knew of Neville's teachings or of the law of assumption. I have always been fairly confident and happy with my physical appearance. I'm not shockingly handsome like a movie star, but I do maintain a healthy physique, and I honestly like the look of my face and my body. a couple of years ago, I decided I wanted to have dimples. I just liked how they looked on other people, and if they make others more attractive, then why wouldn't they do the same for me? So with no knowledge of the law of assumption, I would look in the mirror, smile, and imagine the dimples that would naturally be there. I didn't really have any set schedule to this. I just did this whenever I could, but often. A few weeks later, after doing this one simple thing, I developed an acne outbreak on my left cheek, right about where a dimple would be if I had one, right where I was imagining one to be. When the breakout went away, it left a scar, which turned into a dimple. This is definitely odd for me because I've always had on again, off again acne breakouts, but none have ever left scarring, ever. A few weeks after this initial manifestation, the exact same thing happened to my right cheek, so now I have 2 evenly placed natural dimples on my cheeks. With no knowledge of the law of assumption, I manifested this change to my appearance in just a few weeks with basically 0 effort. I've always had a teeny tiny little beauty spot under my right eye and one teeny tiny one above my lip on the left side. Let me confess, I love beauty spots. I'm always noticing them on other people and on myself. But these beauty spots were so small, I don't think other people ever noticed them on me. So, as an experiment, I started drawing over the one under my eye with an eyebrow pencil. Nothing too drastic. I was just making it a little bit darker and a tiny bit bigger. Having done this, I would go to work every day as normal. This was the one thing I did. I didn't do any traditional methods or techniques, not even any practices that would require my full focus and or my positive feelings. Despite this, I swear to God, over time, my teeny tiny beauty mark just started to look as though I had drawn it on. It got bigger and darker naturally all on its own. So I no longer draw it on as part of my makeup routine because what would be the point? My natural beauty mark is as noticeable and beautiful as I used to design it to be. I've often wondered how I was able to manifest this, even though I didn't really apply any work or focus. I have a theory that I somehow formed a new concept of myself, which helped me to naturally assume myself into a larger and more pronounced beauty mark, because every time I look at the mirror, I naturally notice and appreciate my beauty mark and how I looked with it. I'd feel beautiful, and that's a wonderful vibration to be in. That's a vibration that attracts miracles, but I'm eager to hear. What are your thoughts? And with that being said, thank you for watching this video. I truly do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I trust you'll give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more content just like this one. How did you like today's stories? Which one was your favorite? Have you ever had success with changing your own appearance? And if so, what inspired actions did you take? Let me know in the comment section down below. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Toodles.